Our journey takes us back to ancient Rome, around 60 BC, to meet a man who would change the face of history, Julius Caesar. Born into a patrician family, young Julius was not content with the ordinary. His ambitions were as vast as the Roman Empire, and his talents were equally impressive. As a young man, he quickly rose through the ranks of the Roman military, demonstrating an uncanny ability to strategize and lead. His conquest of Gaul, a feat that expanded the Roman Empire and solidified his reputation as a formidable general, was nothing short of extraordinary. The victorious general returned to Rome, not merely as a triumphant military leader, but as a hero. But Julius Caesar was not a man to rest on his laurels. He had a vision for Rome, and he knew that to achieve it, he needed to enter the political arena. His political career was marked by strategic alliances, most notably the First Triumvirate, a political alliance with Pompey the Great and Marcus Licinius Crassus. This alliance, though fraught with tension, was instrumental in Caesar's rise to power. His political savvy, coupled with his military successes, propelled him to the pinnacle of Roman society. He was named dictator, a title that had been dormant for centuries, and he used his newfound power to initiate reforms that benefited Rome's lower and middle classes. His policies were popular among the people, further solidifying his hold on power. But with great power comes great danger. As Julius Caesar ascended to the height of political power, he also ascended to the height of danger. He had many enemies, and they were watching his every move, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. With his military prowess and political acumen, Julius Caesar was now the unchallenged leader of Rome. Once at the helm of the empire, Julius Caesar embarked on a series of reforms that would impact Rome for generations to come. Caesar, known for his sharp intellect and strategic mind, understood the need for change within the Roman society. He saw the plight of the lower and middle classes and sought to uplift their living conditions through a series of far-reaching reforms. One of his major policy shifts was land redistribution. Caesar took land from the wealthy and the elite and redistributed it among the poor. This not only alleviated poverty to some extent, but also curbed the growing power of the Roman aristocracy. The common Romans, who had been sidelined for decades, finally had a taste of economic freedom and prosperity. In addition to land redistribution, Caesar reorganized local government. He sought to make it more representative and responsive to the needs of the people. This was a significant departure from the previous system, where power was concentrated in the hands of the few. Under Caesar's new system, local government became a platform for the common Romans to voice their concerns and actively participate in decision-making. Another landmark reform was the introduction of the Julian calendar. Before Caesar, Rome followed a lunar calendar, which was often out of sync with the solar year. Caesar, with the help of Alexandrian astronomer Sosigenes, introduced a solar calendar with 365 and a quarter days, divided into 12 months. This Julian calendar was a precursor to our modern Gregorian calendar, and it marked a significant advancement in the scientific and cultural life of Rome. But Caesar's reforms did not go down well with everyone. While they were popular among the masses, they bred resentment among the Roman elite. The aristocracy, who had lost their lands and power, began to see Caesar as a threat. This growing discontent among the elite set the stage for a tragic end. Caesar, the reformer, the general, the politician, was soon to face the wrath of those he had dared to challenge. Despite his popularity and power, Caesar's reign was cut short. The Ides of March, 44 BC, marked the end of Julius Caesar, a date forever etched in history, not for celebration, but for the brutal assassination of one of Rome's most notable figures, a betrayal that shook the very foundations of the Roman Republic. In the heart of Rome, within the sacred halls of the Senate, a group of disgruntled senators conspired against him. Among them was Brutus, a man Caesar considered a friend. This wasn't just a political coup, it was a personal betrayal. The irony of his downfall was that the same political acumen and military prowess that had propelled him to power also incited fear and envy among his peers, leading to his tragic end. The day of Caesar's assassination, the Ides of March, was a day like no other. The senators, under the guise of a routine Senate meeting, lured Caesar into their deadly trap. With each stab, they didn't just aim to end a life, but to end an era. The shock of his death reverberated through the cobblestone streets of Rome, leaving a power vacuum and a republic in turmoil. But the impact of the Ides of March extended far beyond the borders of Rome. It was a significant event in world history. It marked the end of the Roman Republic and the beginning of a series of civil wars. The very fabric of Roman society was torn apart, only to be stitched back together under a new form of government, the Roman Empire. His life and death dramatically altered the course of history, shaping the world as we know it today. His story serves as a stark reminder of the fleeting nature of power and the profound impact of one individual on all of world history. While the death of Julius Caesar plunged Rome into chaos, from this chaos, a new era was born. With Caesar's demise, the Roman Republic was left in a state of turbulence and upheaval. The discontentment that ensued led to a series of civil wars, as different factions vied for control. However, amidst the disorder, a new leader emerged, Caesar's grandnephew, Octavian. A young man of considerable tenacity and political acumen, Octavian managed to consolidate power and navigate the treacherous political landscape. He successfully defeated his rivals in the civil wars and eventually, in a twist of fate, he rose to become the first Roman emperor, taking the name Augustus. But it's worth noting that without Caesar's influence and the groundwork he laid, Octavian's rise might have never happened. Caesar's life and death undeniably shaped future civilizations. His military conquests, political alliances, and reforms benefiting the lower and middle classes were all significant achievements that left an indelible mark on Rome and beyond. Even his death, tragic and brutal as it was, played a crucial role in shaping the future of the Roman Empire. Through his actions, Caesar transformed Rome from a republic to an empire, setting the stage for a new era of Roman dominance that would last for centuries. His legacy is not just that of a skilled general, an astute politician, or a scholar, but that of a pivotal figure who forever changed the trajectory of history. And so we find that even in death, Caesar's influence was far-reaching. His life and death were catalysts for change, sparking a chain of events that would lead to the rise of the Roman Empire. Even today, his name is synonymous with power and leadership, a testament to his enduring legacy. Julius Caesar, a figure of strength, ambition, and controversy, left a legacy that continues to echo through the corridors of time. Here are 5 lesser-known facts about Julius Caesar that might surprise you. Firstly, despite his military acumen and political prowess, Caesar suffered from what many historians believe to be epilepsy. This condition, which was little understood in his time, didn't prevent him from leading Rome to some of its greatest victories. Secondly, did you know that Caesar was also a man of letters? He penned several works throughout his life, including the Gallic Wars, a first-hand account of his military campaigns in Gaul. This not only showcased his strategic genius, but also his eloquence and literary flair. Our third fact takes us into the realm of Caesar's personal life. Caesar was known to have had several affairs, the most famous of which was with the Egyptian Queen Cleopatra. This relationship was not just romantic, but also politically strategic, reinforcing Caesar's power and influence. Moving on to our fourth fact, Caesar was not just a leader, but also an innovator. He introduced the Julian calendar, a precursor to the Gregorian calendar we use today. His reforms were so impactful that his name, Caesar, became synonymous with rulers across various cultures, such as Kaiser in Germany and Tsar in Russia. Finally, our fifth fact delves into the realm of superstition. Despite his rational approach to governance, Caesar was deeply superstitious. It's said that he consulted with soothsayers and oracles regularly, and the famous Ides of March prophecy was reportedly foretold by a seer. And there you have it, a quick journey through the life and legacy of Julius Caesar, a man who truly shaped our world. Remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more 10-minute timelines.